Good evening, folks, and welcome to another episode of the AM-bition podcast. We're so glad you're here to join us, and your two hosts have been waiting patiently in the other room, so let's join them. AJ, how has your day been? Speak into the microphone, please. It's been okay. Why are you in our office? AJ, back me up. Ace, back me up here.
I have no fucking clue what's happening. Someone help! Call the fucking cops! God damn it!
I'm getting really confused. I'm confusing people's names. Why are you here? I came from another dimension, and I'm here to stay. Dude, we're just trying to record a podcast. Can you just leave us alone? I'm from the 1920s / 1930s / 1940s non-specific era, and I'm here to bother you.
God fucking...
Ace, we might have to use the recording office's gun.
Oh, you mean... Oh, fuck. Wait. Isn't that near, like, the, God damn, where is it? That's near the bathroom. We have the shower gun.
Okay.
It's, like, right next to the shower. Hold on, I'll go get it. I'm sorry. I should have had it on me at all times. Alright.
So what are you exactly? I'm an interdimensional imp from the 1920s / 1930s / 1940s, and I'm here to announce everything that you do. Okay, how did you get into our office? I use an interdimensional porter, old sport. And
Alright, motherfucker,
really love
where are you, goddammit?
Oh, gotta go.
Where the fuck is he? God.
Ace, take aim. He's heading towards the exit. He's getting near the parking lot.
Oh, he's gone already. Why bother? Okay. Why bother? He's already gone. So let's just leave him.
He left his microphone in here. That's weird. I guess we'll just use it. It sounds better anyway. All right. You know what? Let's just record an episode right now. Welcome back to another episode of the AM-bition podcast. That was very weird, but I guess we're just gonna go with whatever the heck that was. So Ace, how was your week?
It was very yummy, if I do say. I did a few things. I whipped and I nay-nayed on all of the haters, because I'm a lit maverick, if you catch my cold. I also got nay-nayed on by the Abyss Watchers for the 14th time in a row on Dark Souls. So I've replayed this game 3 different times, and I still suck at the Abyss Watchers. Can we get an epic, troll for this video, please?
Epic troll. Man, my week was very, very different. I was hoping that this week would be kind of like a mental health week as I transitioned into my fall break, really excited for that, and I was kind of optimistic about this week, and of course, I was let down. I was slammed with a lot of work to do, and yeah, that's why this episode is kind of late. But hey, it's been kind of hectic. Been working on some projects, but I have been watching some movies, which we will get into soon. But yeah, I don't know how that interdimensional imp got into our recording studio, but I guess we'll just use his mic from now on. My other one's kind of so we'll just use this one now.
Okay, alright. I know this might be a bit, I know I'm being a bit of a skeptic or a theorist here, but I don't trust that new fucking intern. I fucking hate him.
Phil?
I want him to go... Yeah, fucking Phil, god damn it!
Well, he's been uploading pretty on time, but I think that he might have... Because I did send him a video I had in preparation, but Phil messaged me back saying that he was on vacation. He was, taking a paid leave, and we don't pay him, so I'm kind of curious about why he thinks he's being paid.
Yeah, I fucking hate him. He had an accident, okay? He had a little accident, and now he's gotta go to the doctor or the hospital because his head got slammed into the elevator doors. They closed on his head, and now half of his skull is broken. I didn't do that. The elevator did. So we're gonna have to do things regularly with us for a while, because he's at the hospital. We can't.
Who sent me the message saying he was on vacation?
I don't fucking know. Why are you asking me?
Ace, did you just admit to attempted murder live?
Look, okay. I'm the one who has the shower gun. You better fucking keep quiet about this, or I'm gonna snap your neck in two.
Okay. Anyway, I can tell that we've both had a hectic week, sort of, I guess, but movies is what I wanted to talk about. Recently, I purchased a Studio Ghibli set with I think every one of their movies. I'm not sure. It's at least a majority of theirs. I'm pretty sure there's about 17 on there. They all have English audio tracks, subtitles, and everything, and it's pretty
What a
great.
fucking loser. Nah, I watched mine dubbed, so it doesn't really matter.
But
I'm not a weeb. I just like anime. Okay,
yeah,
it's not my fault. I was born
it's okay
this
to
way.
like. It's okay to like what you like. But the first movie that we are going to discuss is a movie that Ace recommended to me a while ago, and I've been waiting for a long time to see it, and I finally saw it, and I thought it was delightful. And the movie I'm talking about is My Neighbor Totoro, which apparently is a classic.
Oh, it's a fucking. Now let me tell you, that movie is great. I fucking love it. I love my neighbor Totoro. I love the fan art of it as well. That's pretty cool. As long as we're not getting too into the fan art, if you catch my cold.
Yeah.
But we have a new member of. I just want to shout this out before we continue talking about movies. We have a new member of our Discord. Give it up for Asian, guys. We all like Asian. He's really cool. All right. He's got an Obama profile.
I thought
all
it was
right?
Will Smith.
Oh, is it?
I thought it was
Will
Will.
Smith. I looked at it and I thought that's Obama.
Wow.
All right, but
Back to My Neighbor Totoro.
back to My Neighbor Totoro. Damn, it's hard to think about things because everything is just kind of so great about the movie. I think the main plot starts to develop towards the end, where she loses her sister. Spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, we should have said this earlier, but I mean, I don't know what you expected of reviewing a movie, but I don't know.
Yeah. The main plot starts to kick in around the time where she loses her sister. I don't think the meeting Totoro part was the big I think that was kind of like a subplot, but the ending plot was pretty good. What about you? What did you think about the movie when you watched it?
I really liked the art. I really liked the story. It was a very charming movie. It wasn't too. I mean, it had a great story. It wasn't too deep or dark or dramatic. And it was just the best word I can describe it is charming and beautiful. You know, Studio Ghibli seems to really know how to encapsulate what it's like to be imaginative and be a child in a world, and they seem to they're in tune with what imagination should look like in film form, I guess. And I don't know, the voice acting was great. I watched the English dub, but you know, voice acting was still good. I don't know. It's very, very heartwarming and uplifting. Yeah.
Damn. See, I know you've watched some other movies, and there are some movies that you wouldn't per se watch again, but there are some movies that I think you would like even more, like the fucking something delivery service, whatever the fuck it is.
Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yeah, that one. That one was great. I really liked that one. The cat was my favorite character. That one is really good. I think you should watch that.
I'll watch it next. I'll watch it. Yeah, well, I'll watch it next. But the next movie that I wanted to talk about that apparently we both really love is Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, I remember when I was recommended the bootleg site from my sister to go watch Howl's Moving Castle. The first, I think it was the first one. It might have been actually Spirited Away. Might have been the first one. No, it was Howl's Moving Castle. Howl's Moving Castle was one of the first Ghibli movies I've ever watched, and honestly, when I first started to watch it, I was like, I don't know this. Spoiler alert, by the way. Once again, we're reviewing movies. You fucking idiot! If you think you don't care, they're spoilers. Who gives a shit? Stop complaining. All right. So, I was kind of backing away because I was like, wow, this is kind of sort of weird. This girl gets turned into an old lady, and it's like, oh, okay. But the more I watched it, the more I got like fascinated with it or something like that. Fascinated with it, and it just kind of. Oh, that was the first movie that opened me up to like the whole Ghibli studio shit and stuff like that. But I really like the movie. I really like the movie. Give it a 9 out of 10. Get a 10 out of 10. Anything that's above 7.
I definitely agree. I think the best thing about it was, obviously at this point in watching it, I'm already kind of into this type of animation style, this type of movie. So what kind of like I was kind of like, oh, will I like this movie? I started watching it, and it was just so unique, and so like it was so many things. It was like fantasy mixed with different like aspects of fairy tales, like magic, and it was like all stirred together with like the Industrial Revolution, like that type of technology, and then royalty, and it was just very. It created its own world, and it's actually based off a novel I learned, where some of the mechanics of like magic and like the way spells work and stuff like that was a little more explained for those who watch it or the first time are like, hey, wait, how does that work? Why is the character not old anymore? Why are they old now? Like it kind of explains it better. But as like a literature nerd, I guess, like I'm really into discussing like the narrative of stories. It was really cool to see how like her mindset affected the spell of her being old, because at some point when she saw like value in herself, she'd return to her normal state, but then when she felt like she was not beautiful or worthy, she turned back into an old woman. And like, I don't know, it was, and also the character design was really cool. I like the magic, I like the characters, I like I think my favorite my favorite character is either Calcifer or Hal himself, just because of like how calm and collected he is. But yeah, great movie.
Oh, definitely. Stuff. Now we're gonna talk about one that you don't like so much, which is Spirited Away. You fucking imbecile! How could you not like that? That is the best one by far. No, but I mean, I like Spirited Away. I think it's a good movie. Once again, I really like or you said you like the animation. I like all of the animation, of course, because I'm a level 100 weeb. But
one day I shall get to that level. One day,
indeed. I really like the animation of Spirited Away. I like the plot. The plot is a bit like twisty at sometimes. It's a bit woo. It's like, wait, where's this going? They got turned into pigs. What's happening? But you go throughout the movie and it starts making a bit more sense every time. I really liked the little masked dude, whatever his name is. I forgot. I can't remember.
Yeah.
They're like gold something.
Oh, like he's like a faceless spirit or something.
No, they have like a specific name. They're called gold something.
I think apparently that character, like the character that like is obsessed with like the main character and just wants to like be nice to her. I think that spirit is based off like Japanese mythology.
Oh yeah, definitely. Everything. Let's just say everything in that movie is probably based off of some type of Japanese mythology. Let's be real. When you're getting into any anime that has to deal with like
spirits,
spirits,
fantastical creatures,
yeah, creatures and all this other shit. You're definitely gonna deal with fuck, even Pokemon's got some of that shit in it. Like the Japanese mythology, a lot of the Pokemans are based off of mythology. But I really liked the movie. I really liked everything that the characters were based off of. I especially liked the little masked dudes. They were kind of cool. What else was there about that movie that I really liked? I really liked the little hotel thing that they got going on. I also like the part where I'm saying I liked a lot, but I there's really no other way to describe it. Uh, I like the part where they go up and it's like this old Haggerty granny, and then she's got this like 5 foot or some. It's like a huge giant child, and it's amazing. I fucking love watching that scene. I would watch it 100 times over. Now, give your opinion, Mister. I don't like Spirited Away that much.
It's my new title. See, the thing is, I agree that it was very interesting. I enjoyed watching it. It's just, I think it's because when I was watching it, I felt like I had missed something without even like getting through the beginning. I thought, oh wait, once they introduced the world of like the hotel for the spirits, like I feel like certain plot points, like I feel like, wait, did I miss something? Even though I didn't. Like, I felt like I was supposed to watch something before watching this movie to understand, like, some of the characters. And it felt like I enjoyed watching it. Like, I'll say that. Like, I got to the end and I was like, man, that was a pretty good movie. But it didn't strike me like Howl's Moving
Fucking
Castle
say it.
struck me.
Fucking say it. I dare you. I fucking dare you to say you didn't like Spirited Away. Come on, do it.
I didn't. It was okay. Like I didn't love it. I liked it. I did like it. I wouldn't watch it. Like if it was on, I'd watch it. But like I guess I wouldn't seek it out as much as other movies. Like
Phil, bring me the shower gun.
Oh yeah,
fuck.
Phil's gone for a bit.
Phil's not gonna be here for a bit.
Phil's on a hiatus. May or may not be because of abusive work relations, but we'll get to that later.
Shut the fuck up.
Just like, but yeah. At the end when the guy, like, she tries to save the one of the guy who turns into the dragon. She tries to save him, and she's like, I remember you from somewhere. If I remember you, your name will be restored to you. And obviously that's not really a good way of explaining the way certain mechanics work in that movie, but she remembers his name because it's the name of a river she fell into, and the spirit of the river is him, and he remembers her falling into the river. And it was a cool concept, like when you're in that world, your name is taken when you are given a job. Like, that's a cool, like, I like the concept, yes, but it just felt so rushed and like inconsistent. And obviously I love the characters, I love the character design. I think my favorite character was like the spider guy who just worked in like the coal mine or something, who was just a cool dude. Didn't freak out too much when the girl was like, I'm a human, I'm not supposed to be here, and he's like, oh wait, I'll cover for you.
Was that the guy that like had a shit ton of rats or whatever the fuck they were called?
Oh yeah, the little dust mite looking things.
Yeah. Was that him? Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah. At first you think he's gonna like report her or something, but he's like, some lady walks in who ends up being another good character, but you think is gonna be bad because it's like, oh, it's a human. But he's like, oh, this is my granddaughter, and I'm like, oh, okay, so this guy's pretty cool. But yeah.
Yeah. Segueing into another older topic that also has to do with movies. Wait, we've talked about all of them, right? Howl's Moving Castle and all that shit. All right, good. I think we have anyway. We don't want the viewers to be disappointed with this video that we rushed out a day before Tuesday. So, or not Tuesday, Sunday. I think Sunday. Yeah. Anyway, Sony and the Spider-Man, the Sony Spider. I'm pretty sure it's Sony and Disney arguing for the rights to Disney. Isn't that it?
Well,
or not Disney. Spider-Man.
Yeah. Sony made a little got a little too confident, thinking, hey, Spider-Verse was successful, we can make a good Spider-Man movie, and the Spider-Man movies they made were good, but Spider-Man as a character was so much better and better used when it was connected to the MCU, and I don't know why Sony didn't even think of that, about how much money they would probably have made compared to taking Spider-Man selfishly.
Yeah.
But they're not really thinking. They're thinking short term, not long term. But I'm really confused.
They're thinking about the money. Ooh, money. I like it.
And like I'm really confused because they keep changing their mind, and I really think this was like some sort of like a publicity stunt, because they seem to be like, oh, never mind, we'll fix things now, or we'll not, or we will. I think it's just like drawn out just to like cause attention to both companies, I guess. I don't know.
I've never really been one for Disney movies. I haven't watched any. I haven't watched Endgame, but I've learned about it. I know almost the entire movie through memes and shit like that.
I don't really watch most. I mean, with the exception for like Coco and maybe some of the older Pixar movies and some of the classic Disney movies. The non-racist ones. That's another subject entirely. But I'm not really much of a Disney fan, because I don't really like what the company, how wealthy the company's becoming, and like monopolizing on entertainment, and eventually it's going to take over the world of entertainment, and I don't like that. I like companies being unique.
Don't they own like 20% of all film industry now?
Basically, and that's basically if they get big enough where they buy Warner Brothers or Time Warner Company, then we're doomed. They're going to have control of every single film, basically every single film industry, because there are sub companies under Time Warner that they'll have control over as well, as of getting Time Warner, in which they never announced anything about them trying to monopolize, but that's basically what they're doing. They're slowly taking over, and I just don't like Disney, because I like companies to be unique, and I have a feeling that if Disney gets hold of any more companies, they'll ruin the franchise.
They've already done it to like Marvel and all that other shit.
Well, like Marvel is okay, like it's good. They haven't really done anything that's like, hey, Disney. They've kept it pretty. They give more control to Marvel Studios. They just want the profits, so they don't really care about what Marvel does, as long as it's not like too risky. But so Marvel has complete control, which I'm happy about. And this might be an unpopular opinion, but they haven't really ruined the Star Wars movies. They've kept those pretty intact, and I really like those. Excited for the new one to come out. But I don't know. I just don't like Disney. I don't like Disney Plus, and I don't like that I won't be able to see the next season of Star Wars: The Clone Wars without buying a subscription.
Honestly, man, if you leave everything... See, you have people like us who are a bit of nerds, if you will. I'm more of a video game nerd and shit like that. I like lore of video games. He likes movies and comics, and then again, we both kind of do. But honestly, if we nerd gamers don't rise up, and if we don't become a society where we can take over Disney, raid Disney.
Yeah,
all
raid
right?
Disney.
Why Area 51? Who wants alien cheeks when you can clap the ass of fucking Walt Disney?
Mickey Mouse.
Give me them goofy cheeks.
Mickey Mouse, CEO of Disney, by the way. This is his official title.
Oh, damn. But if we keep letting them take hold of film industry, it's going to go right down the shitter, and we're not going to be able to enjoy movies anymore. It's all going to be this low-quality, shit-out stuff. Mass-produced stuff that's just put there to make a profit. Because Disney's only thinking about money. Everyone knows Disney's only thinking about money. Even Disney knows they're thinking about money. All right? Considering they're Disney, of course.
Like obviously, all companies is somewhat their main purpose is to make money, but most companies that are in the entertainment business understand what people like, and they'll make it to serve the fans, and so the fans will actually don't feel too bad about giving this company money, which is what other companies do, which is why they're okay. which is why we're just in comparison. Disney is just, I feel like they've lost that. So yeah.
Yeah, I also feel like what happened was like everybody starts out with with a dream, something they want to do, something they want to achieve, something they feel like is going to be their big upcoming in the world. Like if you start a band or if you are a company that like produces movies, all right? I feel like everyone has a dream, and that dream sometimes can be lost between money. Like, oh, this is hard to explain. All right. So, I feel like that the dream of Disney was lost to money. I feel like they were originally going for something that Walt Disney was originally going for something that he can strive for, but it was eventually lost to money, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. I understand that.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
But man,
That was a lot to talk about.
that was pretty heavy. That was pretty heavy to quote Back to the Future. But hey, movie. But there was a really funny bit on Game Theory. One of the episodes of Game Theory where Disney, it starts with I think it was like Star Wars related or something. So it probably was film theory. But it just shows Mickey Mouse in like his office, his office, and he's holding a phone and he's like, I'm not gonna do a Mickey voice because I don't have a bad Mickey voice, but he's like, Siri, what's 1.2 billion times 10? And it's like, Siri's like, the answer is 1200000, and then like the zeros keep going. That's like his profit, and he starts tapping his pen to the beat like two, dun 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 dun, like 00000, and I just like I hate it because it's so true.
It is. And honestly, if there's anything that you, the viewers, can take out of this, so a bit of positivity, if you will.
Game Theory.
I always like doing that voice where I sound like a fucking annoying ass anime character. But if there's anything you want to take away from this, always strive for your dream. Never let your dream be lost to politics or any other social standing point. Always follow your dream, even if it's communism.
Silo, da, da, da. Just fade out with the USSR national anthem. Which, by the way, they said that they changed some of the lyrics to the anthem, so they're like, we're not communist anymore, and Russia's like, we're not communist anymore. But if you really look at it, they changed one or two lyrics, and it basically means the same thing, so, oops.
Oopsie daisy.
We're kind of diet communist at this point, but whatever. That's a whole nother. I think we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave here with the diet communist. But thank you guys for listening. Still haven't figured out where that interdimensional imp came from. We're working on that. We'll get well. Phil's gone for a bit because of his injury. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. But right now, Ace needs to kind of clean up the shower rifle, and it's one of those really old ones from the Revolutionary War, so it takes a bit to like reload. So as he's doing that, we're signing off here and over at AM-bition. So see you guys next time.